Henry! Hello, everyone, and welcome to Pokemon X and Y Weekly. I'm Henry Gilbert.
And I'm Hollander Cooper.
And this week, we're going to do a little break from all the news stuff and just talk about our favorite Pokemon that have been announced that are not getting enough love. Like, that's who I want to talk about. You know, everybody's talking about how cool Sylveon is, how awesome Mega Mewtwo is, all the Mega Evolutions.
We know how awesome the Mega Evolutions are.
Yeah, enough of that. But because
that's like talking about bacon on Twitter. Everybody knows bacon's wonderful. Mega Mewtwo is the bacon of Pokemon.
But there are 30 other awesome Pokemon that could be like this starburst of Pokemon.
Yeah,
something that's almost as good as bacon.
Let's do it.
I don't know if that worked.
No,
but
anyway, stick with it.
All right, first up, Ponchan or Panchan or however you want to pronounce it. He's the adorable little
panda?
Panda!
Yeah!
The adorable little panda guy. He's a fighting type. He's got a determined look on his face, which I really like. And he has that little leaf in his mouth that he's holding like a toothpick.
He's just holding it there.
Which I really like. His evolved form looks really cool too, but he's like too tough looking. I want an adorable baby panda.
Yeah, sometimes that's all you need.
And then another one of mine that I really like, speaking of adorable, is Leo or Little
Leo,
which there's been a lot of there's been several previous lion Pokemon, but I like this guy because he's a fire lion type, or fire normal, and he I don't know. It's like in his official art, he has little paws sticking out, and I think they just look so adorable.
Yeah. Another one we both love is Noivern? How are we pronouncing that one?
I think it's Noise, so Noivern.
Noivern, who also it doesn't really look cute. He just looks super, super badass. He's a flying dragon who looks kind of like a bat.
Yeah.
Bats are cool.
Bats are always awesome.
But he also kind of has like. He's a bat with a crazy puff of white back hair. Like, it's kind of gross, but at the same time, it's kind of awesome. He's a bat dragon with bat hair. Bat hair. Ha!
His design kind of reminds me of a gremlin almost from the movies, the gremlin.
Yeah, he looks really angry. He also has ears that look like speakers.
And I like any new dragon type, but this one, I especially like that this is a dragon type that doesn't look like a dragon.
No, he has a very unique style. A lot of the dragons just look like your stereotypical Dungeons and Dragons sword and sorcery, but cuter versions. But not so with this one.
And speaking of cute, the next one is like painfully cute almost, which is Swirlix, which is another of the new fairy type Pokemon that looks like just a ball of cotton candy with a tail that looks like the cone to carry cotton candy with. And I don't know. I know it'll probably be an incredibly weak Pokemon, none you'll want to have on your team, and I hope maybe it evolves into something better. But
he almost has the expression that like pugs usually have, just kind of a really derpy face with his tongue sticking out of his mouth and a little dot nose. He essentially he's like a Jigglypuff had sex with a pug.
Yeah,
what I'll say.
I was thinking his like arch nemesis would be Lickitung, don't you think?
Because it would just be one lick and he's gone.
He's gone. Also, I found out that apparently in Australia, cotton candy is still referred to as fairy floss.
Really?
That's where it fits with it being called it being a fairy type.
Well, there we go.
Learn something new every day.
Yeah.
And then the last one I really like is Talonflame, which is, I think its claim to fame was that it was used in one of the first videos for the reveal of the new air battles. Like, it's the evolution of Fletchling, which I actually don't like Fletchling. I think it's the Spearow of this game. But the its leveled up version of Talonflame is just has such a cool, like, fiery design, and it has so much character to it. I especially love the yellow stripes on its tail.
It actually, and it's also one of the few Pokemon that, with exception to a little bit of the coloring, looks like it could totally exist. Like, it's not like a tree with like a cat falling off of it. It's just a badass bird.
Yeah. It could exist in real life. I would totally want to own that bird.
Yeah.
But so those are our 5 picks for underrated new Pokemon that have been introduced. If you have one that you think is very underrated, please tell us in the comments. And We've been away the past few weeks, so we haven't been able to talk about your responses in the previous episodes. But this week's episodes, responses we will totally talk about. So please comment, down there in that commenty section. Be sure to follow Games Radar on YouTube and subscribe. And of course, there's us that you can follow on Twitter as well. I'm HENEREYG. That's my Twitter name.
And I'm Hollander Cooper, because my name doesn't need to be spelled out every time because it's not ridiculous.
All right, fine. Yeah, you got me there. But until next week, Pokemon out! Hey everybody, this is Pikachu. Thanks for watching. Be sure to check out Super Smash Bros. Wii U Weekly right there.
Kill me.
And then there's also our weekly Radar Plays videos right there.
I'm sick. Pika.
And don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe to us down there.
Pikachu.
That works.